It's too far to but it's all in the game. All in the wonderful game that we know as love. You've had words with him, and your future looking dim. But these days, your hearts can rise above. Once in a while he won't come, but it's all in the game. Soon he'll be there at your side with a sweet bouquet. Then he'll kiss your lips and caress your waiting fingertips, and your heart will fly away. Soon you'll be there at your side with a sweet bouquet. And then he'll kiss your lips and caress your waiting fingertips, and your heart will fly away.
We're going to do a tune here for Mike. One called The Last Farewell. We did it earlier, but it's his favorite song. It's a tune by Roger Whittaker. I'm going to do it for everybody else that likes Roger Whittaker. One called The Last Farewell.
Every time he sees me, it's like he's worried.
There's a ship lies ready in the harbor tomorrow for old England she sails, far away from your land of endless sunshine to my land full of rainy skies and gales. I shall be aboard that ship tomorrow, though my heart is full of tears and farewell. For you are beautiful, I have loved you dear, more dearly than the spoken words can tell. For you are beautiful, I have loved you dear, more dearly than these spoken words can tell. I heard there's a wicked war blazing, place to war I know so very well. Even now I see the foreign flag raging, their guns on fire as we sail into hell. Have no fear, death that brings no sorrow. How bitter must be this last farewell. For you are beautiful, I have loved you dear, more dearly than these spoken words can tell. Oh, you are beautiful. I have loved you, dear, more dearly than these spoken words can tell. Death and darkness gather all around me. My ship be torn apart upon the sea. I shall smell again the fragrance of these islands, and the healing waves that once brought me to thee. Should I return safe home again to wait, I shall watch the English mist roll to the dell. Oh, you are beautiful. I have loved you, dear, more dearly than these spoken words can tell. Oh, you are beautiful. I have loved you, dear, more dearly than these spoken words can tell.
After 11 show, gang. We're gonna start this a little early. I hope we don't have any kids in the lobby.
This is for Paul Anselmi.
This is for Paul in the back. Paul in the rear. Okay, anyway. Right in front of your very eyes, I'm gonna play the world's cheapest banjo. I'm gonna change this guitar into a banjo. I used to know a girl that could change a Buick into a motel, but that's another story. So anyway, you go like this. This is one of the clean rags that we use here at the Outlaw Inn for cleaning the glasses. Anyway, you go like this, and you go like this, and now it's a banjo. Actually, the rag doesn't have anything to do with it, but my guitar really gets off on bondage. World's cheapest banjo.
You ought to see Deacon Jones as he rattles his bones. Old Parson Brown dancing around at the cloud. Watch your step, watch your step. One-legged Joe dancing around on his toe. Threw away his crutches harder, let it go and then it's head. Things all good for that Alabama One-legged Joe dancing round on his toe. Threw away his crutches harder, let it go and then his head. Things all good for that Alabama Jew.
Now you can tell from the way that I talk that I ain't from England. I'm from Southern England, Florida. You get your first guitar in Florida, the first song you learn how to play is a tune called The Wildwood Flower. Which is not to be confused with the Wildwood Flower. Because if you go to a band down there and say, you guys play the Wildwood Flower, they'll say, get away from me, Yankee. Here's the Wildwood Flower. Second song you learn how to play is a tune called On the Double Eagles. You got to move fast when you're under two eagles. That's being worse than being under two seagulls, man, I'll tell you that. Playing them juke joints. If you've never been to a juke joint, the idea of a good time at a juke joint is to kiss one girl and have 6 fights. And I had some good times. We had to learn how to play a poker because everybody's trying to take a poke at you. Of course, we was all trying to poke that girl in on the Buick in the parking lot. Here we go, a little bit of a vocal one night, and this guy come in walking in with this thing looked like a ukulele with 8 strings. I said, man, what's that? He said, that's a mandolin. I like the way that thing sounded, but unfortunately I never could make enough money to buy a mandolin, so I tried to make my guitar sound like one. Here's some shin kicking, that's S-H-I-N, shin kicking, picking on the mandolin. Here we go. One day I was sitting there playing the guitar, and this guy walked in with this thing he was playing with in his lap. This guitar he was playing with in his lap. I said, man, what's that? He said, that's a steel guitar. I said, you mean you stole it? He said, no, fool, I got it in Hawaii. I like the way that thing sounded. I never could afford a steel guitar either. But I tried to make my guitar sound like one, so here's a little steel guitar shin kicking, picking for you. Steel guitar. Then a guy come in with a fiddle, and hell, I knew what that fiddle was. I never could make my guitar sound like a fiddle, but I did learn a fiddle tune for you. Now, there's only 2 guitar players in the whole world can play this fiddle song on the guitar. That's me and Roy Clark. And I can whip his fat little butt. Okay, here's some fiddle tune for you. That's a train whistle there. This is a this is a conductor unzipping his pants. He scored in the rear car. Coming around that railroad track. Well, it's that Orange Blossom Special. Tuned into hee-haw, and there's old Roy Clark sitting on his little fat butt playing the guitar like this. This is the way Roy Clark plays the song. I told him, I said, Roy, if you're going to know how to play that song, you got to learn how to play it the hard way. Here it is one time the hard way, especially hard in here. thank you. I think I seared my retina. Now, there ain't but one guitar player in the world can play this song totally backwards from the start. That's me. So here it is, Ghost Riders in the Sky, totally backwards from the start. I only did that joke one time in San Francisco. Never do it again, okay? Let's get on that train again. Picking up some steam. Wait a minute, that ain't shin kicking. Here we go. Thank you. The orange blossom hernia. Okay, there's the dark again. Okay. Anybody else got a request for anything special? The rose, okay.
We know someone that likes that song.
Oh, you do, huh? Okay, we'll do that for you. Here's one done by. Well, Conway tweeted it. Who did this in the popular film? I forget. Bette Miller, that's right. It's her damn movie, too.
Some say love, it is a flower that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger and endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower and you, it's only sweet. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. It's the dream afraid of waking that never takes a chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give, and the soul afraid of dying that never learns to live. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think love is only for the lucky and the strong. Just remember, in the winter, far beneath the bitter snow, lies the sea becomes a road. Just remember, in the winter, far beneath the bitter snow, lies the sea that with the sun.
Best group we got in here. Out
In
here.
the spring,
Best group we got in here. 10 years.
becomes a
Great.
road.
Thanks, Paul.
Okay. Jerry said,
They had a real long
okay, if anybody has a request, let us know. If we know, we'll do it for you.
He was dancing with all, everybody was real. Seven Up. He gets the same moves out of 7 Up as he gets.
You want to go some impressions, Mike? Some vocal impressions?
Go ahead.
Okay.
And back he told me later on.
We'll do some vocal impressions
I
for you.
remember I was married. I was trying to
Can't do him.
anyway.
Can't do an impression of him. We want to record this blackmail that you've been here. Okay, we'll start off with some Freddie Fender. Do some vocal impressions for you, and I'll progress as we go along. You all remember Freddie Fender, don't you? If he brings, not in harmony. If he brings you happiness, I hope he gives you syphilis. It's your happiness that matters most of all. But if you ever lift your blue heart, just remember I love you. I'll be there before the next teardrop out. Now we're going to slow it down and do some slow impressions. Here's the old spaghetti cowboy, Dean Martin. I said everybody loves somebody sometime. Everybody falls in love with a while. There's something in your gift just told me. Oh, I said my sometime now. Could you imagine Boris Karloff singing the song Tiny Bubbles? Here's old Boris. I said tiny bodies in the grave hall. Lots of groovy pieces there, yeah. For old Boris to sing. Oh, I said tiny bodies make me born about it all. With a feeling that I'm going to love you until the end of time. Thank you. Now I got to do one for Mike Bass, his favorite singer here. One of the most manly singers, big macho singer along the Tom Joan Elvis side. This is for Mike Bass. Here we go. Man on the camera, his favorite singer. I'm in a real bad mood tonight because 3 homosexuals chased me down an alley and one of them got away. Did you guys see me get married on Mr. Johnny Carson's television show? I had my honeymoon on Mission Impossible. This is a brand new song I wrote for my darling Miss Vicky. Cause I gave my darling Miss Vicky a 3-carat diamond ring and she gave me the finger.
Now that we've done Mike's favorite singer, we got to do our bartender Roger's favorite singer. Let's see if we can still do him. Another macho singer. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Jack Nicholson.
No, not Jack Nicholson. Jack's a little bit more firmer than that. This is Liberace. Jack doesn't smile. Jack says, "You turkeys want to talk to me." So that's the way he talks. But Liberace gets up here in his nose and he talks like this. And he says, "You know, I had New Thrill last night by George. 2 squirrels ran up my leg and 1 starved to death. Did you know they got a massive manhunt out around Hollywood and Beverly Hills? All the police are looking for that asshole that did me in." That's a bad. Oh yes, I gotta do Elvis. You guys all heard of Elvis the Pelvis? I'm his 3rd cousin Enos. Just think it, don't say it. So here we go, do some Elvis for you. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, come on. Come on. That feels good. Do that a couple more times. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, put my big hit song for you. Well, my pants will be inside. Take me like a fool, take me meaning true, but break my faithful heart, tear my shorts apart, and love me. I think I broke my crotch. If you ever go, darling, I'll be home. Oh, so lonely, begging on my knees. All I ask is please, please love me. Oh yeah. Now here's a guy from the 50s, old Fats Domino. Found my dream on Blueberry Hill, on Blueberry Hill. When I found you, Louis Armstrong had to sing the same song. I said the rest in the river, I said love, sweet melody, dirty mama. Over all of those vows you made, this impression is killing me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we're going to pick it up a little bit. Here's a little Hank, what is it, Webb Pierce. I forget the guy's name I'm fixing to do here. Somebody help me, the guy did Moving On. Hank Snow, right? It's been a long time since I've done these. Here's a little bit of Hank Snow. It's dry Hank Snow. That big 8-wheeler rolling down the track, I mean the true loving daddy in the common line. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Too bad for you when I say we're through and I'm moving on. Well, I warned you, baby, from time to time, but you just wouldn't listen, so baby, don't mind, keep moving on. Keep rolling on. Too bad for now, it's all over somehow, and I'm moving on. There's one of the fastest singers in the world. Leroy Van Dyke and the Lesbians. Auctioneers, auctioneers. I knew something about dykes. There was a boy from Arkansas.
though would listen to his pa when he told him that he should go to school. Every night by the auction morning, listen to that auction's woman, wonder why he talked so rapidly. Well, give me 35, give me 45, give me 75 dollar bill. Give me 75, give me 85, give me 95, give me 95 dollar bill. You got a little better, you got a little faster. Here we go. Not that fast, I can take it. Well, give me 75, give me 45, give me 75 dollar bill. Well, give me 75, give me 85, give me 95. Well, once I went to Switzerland a long, long time ago. Met a pretty Swiss miss, I told her I loved her so. She said, sir, if you love me, you gotta do one thing. You gotta learn to yodel, you gotta learn to sing. But I need a lady, I need a lady, I need a lady, I need a lady. Funny thing about the yodel, the way it got started, this farmer caught this hired hand in a haystack with his daughter, making love, making babies, chased him off with a pitchfork. This is over in Switzerland. He ran him up beside this mountain in Switzerland. He says, if you ever come back down here, I'll kill you. I'll put this pitchfork where the sun don't shine. I don't care. Hired hand was up on top of the mountain about it. He looked down and he says, I got your old lady too. She taught me how to sing, lay my head back and really let it ring. Well, if you want to yodel, there's one thing you must do. Open up your mouth and let your yodel come on through. Well, I need a lady, I need a lady, I need a
You guys heard of oldies but goodies? This is oldie but dirty. It's not really dirty, it's just a little risky. I never talk dirty on stage, but I sure make you think that way. This is one of them songs that you did forever and got tired of doing, because you keep doing it over and over, and so finally I just got so mad I just changed the words on it. And you'll notice that the words are going to be changed a lot. If this offends anybody, we'll do it later the right way, but first off, while we're doing some taping, we're going to do it the crazy way. This tune called The Green Grass at Home, but I changed it around just a little bit for tonight, okay? This is the drunkard's version of it. The old hometown looks upside down when you're laying drunk on the ground. And there's that freight train, that old conductor just kicked me off of. Down the path I look, there comes old Bessie, a nice old cow, but hot damn, she's messy. Now you know where it's going, right? It's good as such, that's why we had such green, green grass at home. This is a sad song, isn't it? The old house looks the same, and the old outhouse is behind it. It looks the same.
Number 7, call the front desk, please. Number 7, call the front desk.
I'm hearing voices, man. I've been drinking too much. Though the paint is cracked and dry, there's that well-worn old oaken seat that I used to sit on. Down the path to the outhouse I'd run. Sometimes I'd make it, other times, oh hell, I just have to fake it, man. That's why we had such green, green grass and on. Also had a lot of yellow and brown snow in the wintertime. That's the first thing I learned when I moved up these parts from Florida is you don't eat the yellow snow. So I wake up and look around me. This is the sad part on the record. I'm gonna try to keep you from getting sad though. You know, then I wake up and look around me at these cold gray farmhouse walls that surround me. Suddenly I realized I was only dreaming. I also realized my cousin George was missing. George is a big city boy. He's from Green River. He's out there visiting us for a while. I went looking for old George, and I found him out there in the barn with a milking stool and a milking pail. He was just sitting down working out. I said, George, what in the hell are you doing? He said, hi, hell, but it's surprising to see a city boy like me out here milking, don't it? I said, yeah, it does, George, but not half as much surprise as that bull you're milking, George. That damn bull used to follow around like a trained poodle, carrying the milking stool in his mouth, going moosey snorf, moosey snorf. It was disgusting. Me and old George got invited to a masquerade party. So we disguised ourselves as a cow, and I was the head of the cow, and George was the tail of the cow. We was on the way to the masquerade party, and we decided to take a little shortcut. So we decided to go across this pasture. So we got about halfway across the pasture in our cow disguise, and George poked me in the back. I said, George, that better be your damn finger. I heard about you boys in Green River. He said, it is, Hal. He said, but Hal, he said, there's a bull coming behind us with a weird look in his eye, and we in a cow disguise. What are we going to do? I said, George, I think I'm going to lean down and nibble some grass. You better brace yourself. About 7 months later, George gave birth to a California highway patrolman. We had to get rid of George, man. George was dumb. George thought that ping pong balls was a Chinese venereal disease. He thought, George was so dumb he thought Jaws was a new Linda Lovelace movie. We got rid of old George, and I was out with my best girl, Mary. And, you know, I was hell with the masquerade parties, man. We was driving along and up here in Wyoming in June. Damn if it didn't start to snow. So I started driving home, man, and about halfway home, I had a flat tire on the right rear tire. I had this little light jacket and got out in the middle of the snowstorm, and I'm trying to change that tire, and I got the fender skirt off, and I got the flipper hubcap off, and one lug nut loose, and my hands were just freezing. I got back in the car, and my best girl Mary said, what's the matter, baby? I said, well, my hands are just freezing out there, darling. And she said, you know how when my hands get cold, I put them between my legs and it warms them up. I said, it does? She said, yeah. I said, well, can I warm my hands up? She said, yeah. And it did. It warmed them up right away, I'll tell you that. So I got out there and I got 2 more lug nuts off, and my hands started getting cold again. I got back in the car and she said, what's the matter, sweet thing? I said, well, baby face. I said, my hands are getting cold out there again. She says, go ahead and warm them up. I put my hands between her legs. Boy, they warm right up. I got out there and almost had that tire changed, and my hands started getting kind of cold again. I got back in the car and she said, what's the matter, darling? I said, you ain't gonna believe this, but my hands are getting cold out there again. And she said, hell, don't your ears get cold out there too? Now the lane I look, my best girl Mary.
I don't know how. Where'd you get a camera? Huh? Where'd I get it? I bought it.
Okay, we had a quest to do a crazy version of Elijah. Where'd you hear crazy? You never heard me do that here.
I heard you do places.
You heard me in other places? I do a crazy version of it, yeah. This is one about the wooden Indian. Elijah was a wooden Indian standing by the door. And he loved the Indian maiden over in the antique store.
sign. His loincloth was made of knotty pine. Elijah was a wooden Indian, never went nowhere. Fell in love with the Indian maiden over the coal black hair. Elijah stood there and never let it show. She could never answer yes or no, no, no. Poor old Elijah, he never got a kiss. Poor old Elijah said he don't know what he missed. Is there any wonder that his face is red? Elijah, that poor old wooden head. Oh, let's kick it out now. Elijah was a wooden Indian, never went nowhere. Fell in love with the Indian maiden with the coal black hair. Elijah couldn't milk a cow, he didn't have the pull. Oh, that Indian's face get red when he found it was a bull. Elijah, the cows saw him coming and they would wail. Yonder comes old icy fingers with his pail. Instead of saying moo every time Elijah'd come in, the cows would say ooh. And there was folks down in Florida on the Indian reservation. There's kind of a half-assed tribe called the Seminoles. Seminoles, that's what it was. And I scored with the chief's daughter. And all day long I was whooping it on her. I sucked it to her. And all night long she's going, wahoo, wahoo. And I said, hell, you're a stud. They're just going to put me in a snow tire. But I was rocking it to her, socking it to her. All night long she kept going, wahoo, wahoo. Next morning I got up, I went over to the medicine man. I said, sir, pardon me, but in your language, what does wahoo mean? He said, wahoo mean wrong hole, dummy. Poor old Elijah, he never got a kiss. Poor old Elijah said he don't know what he meant. Is there any wonder that his face is red? Elijah had termites in his head. Well, thank you, friend. I'm tired of doing one way. I had to change it around. This is with all due apologies to Kenny Rogers.
Not yet. I gotta work that last one off.
We're gonna, well, you just sit down and breathe a little bit there now. Made me tired and I just watch it. We're gonna do a tune here called Lucille, but I'm gonna change it around a little bit too. I've been known to do that. The only songs I don't change the words on are religious songs, because you're right up here where God can get you in 300 volts in the lips. It looked like he tried to French kiss a bumblebee or something. Okay, here's one called Lucille, but we're gonna change it around a little bit. This is my old drunken buddy Foul Hal sings this one. There's old Foul.
Thank you, Son.
At a bar in Rock Springs, across from the bus station, I watched as she slipped off her ring. Deanna, you guys hadn't heard this one yet. I hadn't done this one since you've been here. Well, I thought I'd get closer,
So man, I just staggered on over. I said, "Hi there, darling." Then I whipped out my thing. When the shrieks finally hit her, she said, "I'm no bull pooper. I finally quit living." The Spanish translation, that is El Toro Poo Poo. Finally quit living no dreams. I'm hungry for laughter and here ever after. I'm after whatever the rise in your Levi's brings. Dumb old girl, it was my pocket knife. There in the mirror, as I closely watched him, I said, "Man, that dude sure looks out of place." He had on a pink cowboy hat, chartreuse cowboy boots. He had lipstick and rouge all over his face. He was a gay ranchero. Or a gay caballero, I'm not sure. Well, he swished up to the woman. He flounced down beside me. Little sucker put his hand on my leg. He started shaking. 3 of his fingers I was breaking. He turned to the woman to beg. This is a sad part here. This gets so sad here. He said, "You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille." He said something like, "You bitch." With 4 hungry children and a disease that won't heal. We had some gay times, lived through some okay times. This time, your hurting won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. Well, now after it left us, I ordered more whiskey. I ordered some more gin. I ordered a new drink. It's vodka and orange juice and Folgers coffee. It's called Screw Mrs. Olson. It was a good drink too. I thought how she'd made him feel small. From the lights of a bar room to a rented outlaw inn motel room. I got a deal on it too, you know. She couldn't keep her hands off of me at all. Well, I thought she was a real foxy beauty. Then she got naked and started to come to me. Man, I knew I just lost my mind. I'll tell you why. Because she was a transvestite. That means she was a he. And his was much bigger than. You picked fine time to leave me, Lucille, you bitch. With 4 hungry children and a rash that won't heal. Now we'd had some okay times. Lucille wanted to have some gay times. This time her hurting won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. I stuck an ashtray up, city where my heart will always come back home. Arrivederci Roma. It's time to say goodbye. Save the wedding bells for my return. Oh, my heart's gonna be so filled with yearning when I reach the one I left back there in Roma. Oh, write to me
There's for Paul and this other lady, and also for
My mistake. I hit the wrong button myself. Get your ass out of my chair.
Somebody's knocking, should I let him in? Lord, it's the devil, would you look at him? I heard about him, but I never dreamed he'd have blue eyes and good cheeks. Somebody's talking, he's whispering to me. Your place or my place, which one will it be? I'm getting closer, he's coming on strong. I don't wanna go wrong. He must have tapped my telephone lines. He must have known I was spending my time alone. She says we'll have one hell of a night. My fever's burning, so he ought to be right. Somebody's knocking, should I let him in? Lord, it's the devil, would you look at him? I've heard about him, but I never dreamed he'd have blue eyes and good dreams. He must have tapped my telephone lines. He must have known I was spending my time alone. He says we'll have one hell of a night. My fever's burning, so he ought to be right at Somebody's knocking. Somebody's knocking. Somebody's knocking. Somebody's knocking. Somebody's knocking.
Don't worry about it. It's too crazy.
Okay, we're going to slow it down again a little bit. Here's one written by Willie Nelson for Patsy Cline back in the 50s. One called Crazy. For feeling so lonely, I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. Well, I do. You'd love me as long as you wanted, and then you leave me for somebody new. Do I let myself worry? I'm wondering, in the world did I do?
if you try and embrace one of you.
Don't nobody buy any Fords till next year.
Don't let myself worry. Wondering in the world did I do?
Yeah, I'm crazy, but thinking that my love could hold you.
I'm crazy for crying, crazy for trying, I'm crazy for loving.
To the Tennessee water, one and all I have to see. Introduced him to my lover while they were waltzing. My friend stole my sweetheart from me. I remember the night and the Tennessee walk. Only you know how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little dog. That day were that beautiful Tennessee walk. We were waltzing together to a dreamy melody when they called out, change partners, and you waltzed away from me. Then my arms felt so empty as I gazed around the floor. So I'll keep on changing partners till I hold you once more. Then we danced for one moment, too soon we had to part. In that wonderful moment, something happened to my heart. Then my arms felt so empty as I gazed around the floor. So I'll keep on changing partners till I hold you once more. When we dance together, my world's in disguise. It's a fairyland tale that's come true. And when you look at me with those stars in your eyes, I could waltz across Texas with you. Waltz across Texas with you in my arms. Waltz across Texas with you. Like a storybook ending, I'm lost in your charm. I could waltz across Texas with you. My heartaches and troubles are just up and gone the moment that you come in view. And with your hand in mine, I could waltz on and on. I could waltz across Texas with you. Waltz across Texas with you in my arms. Waltz across Texas with you. And with your hand in mine, I could dance on and on. I could waltz across Texas with you.
We're going to send this one all the way up to Canada to Rita. My mother-in-law had to learn this song just for her. It's one called Canadian Pacific. That's a good start. Anyway, here's Canadian Pacific. That's the wrong song.
I rode your ocean liner to Newfoundland, where I made a living in an iron mine. When I got my fill, I went to Nova Scotia. Then I fished those salty waters for a time, passing Trenton's Edward Island and New Brunswick. I could see those rocks and cliffs of solid stone, listening to the seagulls calling to each other. Made me miss my darling and my distant home. Canadian Pacific, carrying me 3,000 miles through the valleys and the forest, to the sunshine of her smile, across the plains and rugged mountains. Keep this wandering boy from home. Canadian Pacific, take me to my baby's arms. The Atlantic disappeared on the horizon, and Quebec lay waiting for me down the track. For a while I drove a truck to keep from starving. In Ontario I was a lumberjack. So depend and follow where the wheat fields and the old red rivers flow. Then listen to your whistle on the prairie, touch my heart and set my memories aglow. I could feel the nearness of a soft warm kiss there when we rolled into Alberta westward bound. I worked on an oil rig to make some money, or a ticket to the sweetest gal around. Pushing on past Lake Louise and all her splendor, where the trees and Rockies touch the skies above. I got to British Columbia in heaven. On your tracks I made it back to my true love. Canadian Pacific, carrying me 3,000 miles through the valleys and the forest, to the sunshine of her smile, across the plains and rugged mountains. You kept this wandering boy from home. Canadian Pacific brought me to my baby's arms. Canadian Pacific, carrying me 3,000 miles through the valleys and the forest.
Thanks for Mike.
How many times have you heard someone say, if I had his money, I'd do things my way. But little they know that it's so hard to find one rich man in town with a satisfied mind. Their money can't buy back your youth when you're old, or a friend when you're lonely, or a love that's grown cold. Richer by 20 if you could just find One rich man in town with a satisfied mind. How many times have you heard someone say, if I had his money, I'd do things my way? But little they know that it's so hard to find one rich man in town with a satisfied mind. One rich girl in 20 with a satisfied mind.
We had a request to do.
I was going to say, Pearly, shit on there. It sounds like a bar.
This is also a, I forget who else did it, but anyway, it's a pretty one called Mona Lisa.
Not Texas. Looks like
Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, you're so like the lady with the mystic smile. Is it only 'cause you're lonely, Mona Lisa? Or that Mona Lisa strangeness in your smile? Do you smile to tempt your lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this just your way to hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been laid by your doorstep. They just lie there and they die. Are you warm, are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lovely Daryl, I'm going to do this first just for you. Daryl Sweat from Rock Springs, Ford. Now, I want you to pay attention. But you're going to have to buy a copy of this tape after we get through this. $9.95. They're having a big beachfront party down at Daryl. Down at Daryl Sweat, Rock Springs, Ford. Do you want a new T-Bird or a Mustang? Makes a bet there'll be no hassle, no sweat you can afford. Do you need a new van or a short bed pickup? Or just go down there to let Daryl give you some hell? Daryl will give you hell if he's not feeling right. He started roping too soon and his hand began to swell. At least Daryl said he was out doing roping. That's the story he gave to me and you. If you ask Deanna about Daryl's bad head in his cast, she'll say it's due to Daryl's self-abuse. Are you all Mona Lisa? Just a cold and lovely, lovely weather work of
Didn't dig take you long, did it?
We'll do it for you.
Got a 12-inch tongue.
You gotta get drunk first? Okay.
Can I give him a hug?
Okay.
Right there, the camera's running. Oh, no, not
Smile so they can see you.
It's dark enough in here, they can see you. But he smiled. No, we got to get in the light.
No. I'm just filming this.
This is my brother from the southern side of the family. Anyway, illegitimate brother.
Hey!
We never talked about him in the
I got
family.
the kids out tomorrow. I'm going to go home. Why? I got...
We have 4 girls out there. They're good friends of ours. We got to do a special song for them.
For tomorrow.
This is for Deanna.
Tomorrow.
No, this is better. This is going to be better. For Deanna and Linda and all the girls. And Barbara. And...
What? Let's go, because I'm going.
Okay, anyway, here's one called California Girls. We're going to change it just a little bit. We thought all night and thought of this one, Deanna. It just comes to me, Dina.
You already said earlier, though?
This is my cheat sheet up here now. Okay, that's all right. Don't matter. I gotta learn the words somehow.
We're organized enough.
Everybody got their dance. Here's one from Broadway play Kansas.
Thank you.
Not a sound from the pavement as the moon lost her memory. She's smiling alone in the lamplight. The withered leaves go live that life.
Written by Willie Nelson and Farron Young. Sing it. This is for Mother back in Florida.
Jack, I want to buy that.
Hello, all.
Hello. How things go for you today. Don't you miss her? Since she up and walked away. Well, I'll bet you dread to spend another lonely night with me. Lonely walls, I'll keep you company. Hello, window. Hello, hello. Well, I see that you're still here. Don't you miss her? Since our darling disappeared. Look, here is that a teardrop in the corner of your pain. Don't you try to tell me that it's raining. She went away and left us all alone the way she came. I guess we'll have to try to learn to get along without her if we can. Hello, Caesar.
Hello, hello.
I think I'm gonna stare at you a while. You know I can't sleep. So won't you bear with me a while? We must all stick together, or else I lose my mind. I got a feeling she'll be gone a long, long time. Thank you.
All righty, we're gonna keep moving along here and do a special request for Rita, one called Somewhere My Love. This is a command performance.
Come on in.
It's for the mother-in-law.
There will be songs to sing after the snow covers the whole of spring. Somewhere a hill blossoms in green and gold, and there are dreams more than your heart can hold. Someday, oh, we'll meet again, my love. Someway, day after the spring sets through, you will come to me out of the long ago. Warm as the wind, soft as the kiss of snow. Till then, my love, think of me now and then. Godspeed, my love, till you are mine again. Someday, oh, we'll meet again, my love. Someway, hey, after the spring sets through, you will come to me out of the long ago. Warm as the wind, soft as a kiss of snow. Till then, my love, think of